And another thing on the academics ate with an R situation. Another reason, another reason I kind of believed academics when he first told the story like months ago. Um, it was and this it was the simple fact that I believe academics is a nerd, right? Lame, if you will, right? And I don't say this to disrespect him. I'm just saying that's what I think, right? I say this to actually protect him. Not like I'm trying to protect him, but in his defense. When he told his story about how he had Shorty come over, he was intoxicated or whatever. He went to sleep, he was sleeping. She got there, and his Shorty, the Shorty, you know, did things with his homies or whatever, right? They did some things. She did some things with his man, like she. Yeah, I heard the story, right? They choo choo. This is what he said. He said he woke up, went and his spoke to his mans or whatever, such and such had happened. His mans is leaving. They're like, yo, Shorty is in that room over there, blah blah blah. He goes there, he finds her looking crazy. It don't look everything don't look too copacetic. So he goes and looks at the cameras, and he sees both of them doing their thing with Shorty, and the way he described it was like she was with it. You know what I mean? Like, what makes that believable is academics nerdiness, his lameness, or his even. Here's the thing. I think most real ones have experienced. Like, if you've been in the field, right? You've been going to clubs. You bagging chicks. You know what I'm saying? You whatever. You, situations with your homeboys and chicks, right? I think we've all either experienced or seen or been part of the situation where, like, you bag a chick and she end up rocking with your man. Like, sometimes it happens on a, all right, it is what it is. It's only ain't no fun of doing. Sometimes it happens where your feelings is hurt. You understand what I'm saying? You mad, you feel like you put all the work in, you bag Shorty, and your man end up smashing and all of that. They end up in a relationship for you understand what I'm saying? That happens. Like, like women have chose up on many a nigga, right? But when you the when you somebody that's on some, when you a nerd, when nerd niggas probably experience that. Not probably, but I know for a fact that I know some lit niggas who've experienced it. You either experienced it, seen it, been on the receiving end of it, or the giving, the dishing out end of it. Pause, protesters, get your ass out of here. Um, you either been a part of it or you seen it or both. You understand what I'm saying? You have, and I will say this: allegedly, one of academics' homeboys' name is Slime. Allegedly, ain't nobody named Slime respecting academics' boundaries. It just don't sound like the math add up. You got a homeboy named Slime and you academics, he probably don't respect your shit, your properties. You know what I mean? And if you in the room sleep, he might, what I mean, try to bag your shorty, especially if you know what I mean, That ain't your wifey. Like you ain't seen her. The story says he ain't seen her in a while. But anyway, that's basically what I like. I could see that happening. Like because it's act again. This ain't to this son. You know what I mean? But because it's him, Shorty, Shorty show up and she don't really, she really just showing up. She really just show up because he got bread and he gonna treat her nice when she get there. Blah 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 blah. He got liquor, he got food, he a big old trick, whatever, right? And she show up, and then some real, and then some quote unquote real niggas is in the building, and she chews up on them. I didn't see that happen, so it was believable. On the other hand, you know, son's herbiness or nerdiness could contribute to him just being like, yo, him having the homeboys at the crib and him just being so enamored with trying to fit in with real ones that he's like, yo, I get y'all got shorties, I get a shorty over here right now. She turn up for all of us. That's an option too. Like that could happen. Trying to either you trying to impress your homeboys, you facilitate such a thing, or your homeboys ain't got no respect for you, and or neither do the shorty, and they facilitate such a thing behind your back. Both things can happen. You understand what I'm saying? Again, if the young lady is telling the truth, I apologize. I don't I don't mean to defame. You know what I'm saying? That's not my intentions. I'm just saying. Listen, I've been telling the truth. I've been telling the truth before, and people ain't believe me. You know what I mean? I got loved ones that people I love. Like I'm in full on beefs with them right now because they don't believe such a thing as ADHD really exists, or they don't believe I have it because I've been as successful as I have been. I'm like, what success, nigga? Just because I'm able to do the things that I am able to do. I do these things in spite of ADHD. It's not like anyway. I'm telling them something and they don't. I'm telling them something that's very real, and they like it ain't even real. Like so, I understand, you know, to an extent, how it feels to not to an. I understand how it feels to have a truth and be trying to share your truth or whatever, and for your own sanity and safety or whatever, and people not just not trying to hear you, and I don't want to do that to homegirl, but I don't want to just, even though I'm not no academics fan and none of that, I don't want to just throw them on. I don't want to be irresponsible with what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to be real and all that, trying to be a little bit funny time to time. But I don't want to be irresponsible. But I stand on that though. Ain't nobody named Slime really respecting somebody like academics. Anyway, if you made it to the end of this video, welcome to the nation. I'm your host, Mr. Monster Man Rocco. This is Monster Nation. You understand what I'm saying? I'm your host. I'm your president. I'm the tour guide. I'm the landlord. I'm the owner. I'm the tenant. I'm the janitor. I'm off the damn floor. If you made it to the end of this video, let me get them 4 peace signs and I'm out. Oh, you can leave a donation. You know what I'm saying? Super thanks. You know what I mean? And or donate to the Cash App. I'll put it all in the descriptions. Rock on, rock on.